Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm happy to be here, and I'm glad you could join me today. I know the weather's nice, and you're all anxious to wrap up, get outdoors. My name is Mitch Gibbons. I'm the Director of Information Technology overseeing the Enterprise Data Warehousing Project. I've been with the company for over 20 years. In that time, I've held many different roles and have worked on many different projects, including the launch of the company's first website back in the late 90s, the Y2K mainframing reprogramming project, cybersecurity analysis initiative, Terry, you remember how fun that one was, and now the upcoming enterprise data warehouse implementation. I have a lot of material to get through today, so I'm going to jump right in. This is a big project, and I'm going to need to go through all the phases with you, which I plan to do by showing you a series of PowerPoint slides, and graphics, and charts, which I've created. Now, I realize this is a bit dry, maybe not the most interesting, a bit complicated, but I think it's important for you to have a solid understanding of why we're doing this project and how it'll enable the company to make better data-driven decisions. I plan to talk to you about the following points. Why we decided to implement a data warehouse, how we will conduct a comprehensive current and future state assessment and gap analysis, how the new system better aligns business requirements with supporting and enabling technologies. Number 4, breakdown of resource allocations needed to support the new infrastructure, including hardware, software, support staff, and physical space. Number 5, an in-depth look at the initial project plan covering the 3 major phases of the project: development, testing, and implementation. On this next slide, you can see the major difference between analytical and transactional architectures. While transactional architectures, which you see here, are important to daily operations, analytical architectures allow the company to use data differently, as I've shown here. You could argue that a company doesn't necessarily need an analytical architecture, but that very few, if any, modern-day companies could survive without a technology-enabled transactional architecture. Now, the data warehouse becomes an extension of that architecture, as depicted in the slide. Both, of course, serve very different needs. Now that I've covered the architectures, let's go ahead and move on to the next point.